All right, and we back. And we back. You already know what it is. Obviously, we ain't ending. That's just the halfway point. That's just the halfway point. You already know what it is. I don't know if I think the view counter is still on what the last stream was on. I think. Let me go check to see the health of the stream real quick. We back. We are back, of course. And luckily, we have some good news. Games should be working again. After the restart, it seems like I'm able to load Friday Night Funkin' and probably am gonna be able to load other games now. Yo, back at it again? Yeah, of course. You already know, Dylan. You already know. We back at it again. And this time, bruh, we actually could play games again. At least, unless my computer breaks on me again. Hopefully, the computer does not break on me. But yeah, we back at it. We are back at it once more. But yeah, when I'm ready, we could play Friday Night Funkin', that's pretty hype. That's pretty hype. That's always nice to see. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly go to the washroom, and then after that, you already know what we doing. I'm gonna probably play that new Friday Night Funkin' update. That could be pretty fun to do for at least a little bit, because I want to check that out. That came out March 31st, so it's like pretty new. And then, let me see if Olympia's coming out soon. Because I know Olympia's supposed to come out today. I just don't know when today. Is it midday? Hopefully it's not midday. I thought it was going to be at midnight. It must be midday. Oh, Rivals of Ether also made a April Fool's game? Maybe I might try that at some point. Maybe. You know, real quick before I go to the washroom, let me just go check. What is Twitter saying? Is Twitter saying anything right now? I don't think they're saying anything. I'm not sure if they're saying anything. Let's see. It's crazy. Well, let's see. Alright, I'll be back. When I'm back, I'll probably do some Friday Night Funkin'. After that, we gotta go back to the list of stuff that we gotta do. Hopefully, the computer doesn't crash out and be weird again. But right now, everything's running smooth, so let's hope it stays like that for the rest of the stream. Hopefully, but now everything's smooth again. I'll be back. Time. Let me try that new Friday Night Funkin' update. Hopefully the echo's not that bad. I'm hoping it doesn't echo too terribly. Oh yeah, also now, since it's just me now, we can also go on this other setup that I have, the big cam setup. This is the setup I'm going to be using when I'm actually going to go react to the direct. Because I feel like it's better to have like my full face on here. Also, yeah, you see the thing doing all this, but hold on. There you go. This is the setup we're actually going to be using. Oh yeah, I can turn my light back on. Oh, my light died. My light died? Oh, did my light die? I might need to get the charger thing for it. I was wondering why my face was so dark. Yeah, alright. Hold on, one sec. I need to get a battery for my light. Let's see if this works. Hopefully this works. If not, then we just have to wait for my... Like, we're gonna be having a little bit worse lighting for a little bit while we wait. Is it charging? Let's see. I don't even see it charging. Yeah, this is the light I have though. It's a pretty good light. It gets really bright though. Let's see. It's not even charging. What the hell? I feel like... Oh, it's not even plugged in. What the hell? Oh. Because when we have to plug in the controller, that got okay, everything makes sense now. I don't even need the battery then, I guess. I actually can use the computer. Or, you know, I'll use the battery just because. It all makes sense now. Because that was for the controller. Now the light should work. Okay. I'll switch over now. Now for sure the light should work. Alright. So now we should have good light on our face. Thank goodness. Yes, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. There's some Lost World music. I recognize that style of music. Right now I'm on shuffle play. They're just playing whatever. Okay, my stuff is all tangled. God damn, everything's so tangled. The whole setup right now is so tangled. It's crazy. Oh, I forgot to properly adjust my new, like the second camera as well. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Hopefully that battery doesn't die too quickly. If not, well, if it does, then we just plug it back into the computer and it should be fine for the rest of the stream. Alright, here we go. Alright. Let's try this thing out. Let's see what these new things they got for Friday Night Funkin'. I'm actually ready for this new Friday Night Funkin' stuff. Oh wait, where's my countdown? I forgot to make the countdown visible here. Okay, there we go. Now the countdown's visible again. Okay. I need to make sure we always have the countdown visible. All right. We ready for this? I do have Friday Night Funkin' ready to go right now as we speak. So I might as well just go in. This, I'm pretty sure, is the new update. Hopefully, I downloaded the right version. But I'm pretty confident this is the right version. Okay. Let's hear the desktop audio if I could fix this. Hold on. Yeah, because desktop audio is not desktop audioing. Let me go back to other cameras and stuff like that. Let's say if I'm over here and I play. Yeah, why is the desktop audio not... It's just not working. Hold on. Maybe it's because I unplugged the earbuds. So it needs to redo. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I just realized what's happening here. Oh, I just realized what's actually happening here. For some reason, this is... Oh, wait. So maybe if I do this. If I do this. Boom. And then I probably have to reset the game. Okay, so I'm going to have to turn on and off the game. And then it should work. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if it shows up. Okay. Something's showing up. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's go adjust this audio really quick. And then we get right into this. Also, yeah, you see, right now my hair is kind of messed up right now. It's not terrible, but I'm gonna fix my hair later. Okay, let's see. Testing. Okay. That's how this sounds on top of my voice. That still looks better than Cage's hair. Yo, he was telling me, like, yo, he's had a... Yeah. He has some crazy hairstyles. Crazy weird hairstyles. I'm like, what is this? Maybe I might go slightly louder. Just because it's a music game. We need to hear that music. Okay. Alright, I think I'm loud enough on stream as well. Let me do it slightly lower. Okay, I think it's good. Ain't no way someone talking like that online has good hair. Yeah, ain't no way. For real. Alright, I think we are good for Friday Night Funkin'. Let's go. It's time. But yo, I wanted to get a haircut before this stream, but I didn't have the time anymore. Because I'm getting a haircut this week. Like, doing like the re-fixing up the stuff. So, you know, we're gonna get like the fresh lineup and all that stuff. I wanted to get it before the stream, but it is what it is. Anyways, let's go and... God damn, let me full screen, please. Did I delete the... Oh, did I... Okay, never mind. Oh, it's this. I remember this. This is why I like being faceless. I don't have to worry about anything. Honestly, that's a great part about being faceless. That is probably the best part about it. Let's see. Okay. We about to play this. New update. I think everything should be good now. Oh yeah, you see, this is the new update. Let's go. Okay, so what are the new songs? Let's hope I don't suck at these new songs, whatever they are. I don't even know what are the new songs, honestly. Oh yeah, there it is. Here we go. We got one of these. How hard is this one gonna be? Okay, this is level 6. We got this easy. Let's see. Let's see what they had cooking up with this new update. This one's just new songs, but the next one should be a whole new like week. Oh, okay. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Wait. Oh god, damn, I messed up that. Okay. Okay. Yo, this chart's kind of crazy. Yo, this chart's... This is not 6. This is not 6. I was not ready for this at 2 a.m. in the morning. This is not a 6 charting. This is definitely higher than 6 charting. Ooh. I like the... Yo, the music in this game always hits. Yeah, no, on it. Yo, the music always be hitting in this. My god, bro. Relax. Why is this song so long, too? Ooh, okay. Not bad. For a first one. For a first try, not terrible. Not terrible. 86, not bad for a first try. I feel like I could have got 90. I definitely could have got above 90 on that one. If I was ready for it. Like, I've never played that game, you're cracked. Yo, it's crazy. Like, me and like Set, we be playing this game a lot. So if you want to see some actual crazy stuff that we do, oh my god. This song right here, I still want to get it better, but I could do okay in it. I could get 80%. Oh my god. I'm about to hurt my forearms tonight. Oh my god. Especially at 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh wait, I forgot my yeah, okay, wait. First, wait. Let me pause this. I need to reset the timer again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, because we're almost less than 6 hours away. Kind of crazy. Almost less than 6 hours away. And yo, it feels so much better than now I could actually play games on stream. Thank goodness it started working. This song is kind of crazy. Yeah, these rhythm games kind of be going crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, why are they doing this to me? Why are they doing this to me, god? Why is that even in the song? I'm getting so tired. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, man! Oh, Jesus! Oh my forearms! Jesus! Yo. I was kind of killing it at the end, though. At the end, I was kind of getting that last section perfectly. God damn. It looks like you need to do meth before playing this that's fast as fuck, bro. It really is. It's insane. God damn, man. Yo, especially that. Yo, because originally when this game came out, yo, the levels, they're normal person beatable. Like, back in the days, this used to be the hard level right here. Back when the game first came out, this used to be a hard level. But now this is like, this is so simple now. Because now they got because the game, I gotta show you, they got the different rankings for levels. Yeah, easy, easy, normal and hard. Then you got erect and night. Nightmare is basically just erect, but on hard mode. It's full erection right there. Full mass. But yeah, let me just compare what hard in this song and nightmare on this song is supposed to be like before I get into some of the other newer levels that I haven't seen yet. You see, this is something a normal person could do without doing meth. I don't know how I messed that up. I should be FCing this. How did I mess that up? God damn. See, and that one's pretty easy. Okay, that at least is normal people doable. Then they changed the entire song on Nightmare and just make this insane.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god. I'm not ready for this. Oh god. Okay, I gotta lock in. Alright, boys. Oh my god, messed up. Okay, come on. Gotta lock in. Oh my god. Okay, I'm messing up a lot. Jesus Christ. Crackhead ass game for real. No, honestly. Oh my god. At least I still got above 80. Oh my. The songs are fire, but Jesus. What they make you do to play them. I think the other songs are Pico songs. So I guess I gotta go to character select. But yeah, there's also different characters in this game they've been adding. Which is pretty fire. Yo, honestly, yo, this character select theme's kind of fire. I can't lie. This character select theme is actually gas. Okay. Oh, it remembered all my stuff. Okay, so yeah, a lot of the new songs are Pico songs. Okay. Alright, we'll try this one first then. Okay, this is a 4 difficulty, so this should be pretty easy.
Three, two, one, go.
Oh wait, okay. I was not expecting that scroll speed. I was not expecting that scroll speed off, especially off a level 4. Oh my god, how did I get a lot of that? Oh my god! I was surprised myself. I got distracted for a second. I did not expect to get that. Oh, there's a triple. I actually like these new charts. They're actually satisfying. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. This is not level 4. Oh my god. Alright. That was a good one though. That was a good one. Because schizophrenic, how when you rapping that fast? That's what I'm saying. Oh, hold on. 88 though. 88 on first try? That's good. That's pretty decent. 88 on first try? That's pretty good. I can't believe I was level 4 though. That's not a 4 difficulty. That scroll speed and some of the stuff they make you do, that's not 4 difficulty. Okay, let's see. Alright. The next Pico song we do in Senpai. Senpai Pico edition. Okay, let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god, the cutscenes. Another lovely fair maiden has graced. Wait, ew. Who are you two? I'm Nene. He's Pico. Oh, Nene, he's Pico. Hey, my, such odd clothing. How queer. Oh my god. Look who's talking fast. And bringing a gun to school. Ow, cuff. You scared away all the lovely roses who enjoy my performance, and so, even if it is a fake, you know that's at least 3 days suspension. No, that's real. I'll enjoy informing the principal right after I teach you what's stronger than bad manners. The beauty of song. Bro, what the heck? Oh, there's a new effect on this one. Finally, they actually have effects for the 8-bit version. Okay. Okay. Yo, it's so weird seeing this school in this like sunset now, because usually when you see this school, it doesn't look like this in the other version when you're not using Pico. Okay. Ugh. Come on. Ooh, okay. Okay. That was clean. That was clean. At least that one I could see being... That one felt like a 4 difficulty. Alright, there we go. 93. Let's go. We got the E on that one. Let's go. Alright, now Rose's Pico edition. Let's go. I really like how they keep adding new stuff to this game in general. I can't wait till like the full game comes out, because apparently this game's supposed to have like a lot of stuff. You disgusting orange boy. And your awful way of singing. You'll ruin the neighborhood acting like that. Keep at it, and I'll knock your teeth right out right after I knock your ugly girlfriend up. She's not my girlfriend. Do whatever you want with her. I'll enjoy watching you both cry like dogs once I tell the authorities you brought a fake gun to school. Let's kill this guy. Deal. Oh my god. Damn, they about to murder this man. They're really about to murder this man. I like how Pico has his own plot with this guy. Oh god. I was messing up that a little bit. Okay, this is kind of cool. Okay, that was actually not that bad. Okay. Oh, I was not paying attention. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad. That's not terrible. Okay, 88, not bad. Alright, how many songs are we in left? I think this is the last one, right? This next one's the last one? I don't think there's anything left. Yeah, I don't think... Oh, he has an Erect remix? Oh, no. Okay, so there's 2 more. Oh, God. Oh, no. So now even he gets Erect remixes? God damn it.
Tasty revenge, huh? Oh, that's cute.
Oh, he gets his own cutscenes with him.
Light him up.
Whose mad is this?
Oh, come on. Who the fuck is this knockoff?
Yeah, who is this man?
All right, all right.
Some new characters, I guess.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh god, the scroll speed. What is this scroll speed, bro? It's too early in the morning for this. This is definitely waking me up, though. Jesus Christ. Oh my, your pro's got hoes like that? Actually, he really does. Oh boy got crazy pull. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm losing my focus. Cause
Redheads.
yo, the scroll speed is just so fast. Okay, I'm starting to lock in now. I'm starting to lock in now. Okay, okay, there we go. Oh my Jesus.
That
Yo.
was cool and all, but I just want to let you know that was insanely painful. Assholes.
Oh my god. Okay, we got 79. We could have almost 80. I think if we were locked in the full time, we could have got the 80 on that one. Oh my god. That scroll speed was ridiculous. This is not ranked 6 levels. Alright, anyways, let's get to the Erect remix. Oh god. Of Darnell. Oh no. I'm not excited for this one. Now I really gotta lock in. Oh god. Oh wait, if this is Erect one, there should be a Nightmare version, right? Hold on, I might as well just play the Nightmare version. Yeah, there is a Nightmare version. Okay, I might as well just play the Nightmare version then. We'll go all the way.
3, 2,
Oh god, I gotta lock in. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. Oh my god. We gotta lock in. Oh my, dude, those triples. I haven't seen triple notes in this game yet. I think this is like the first. Well, this and the other level that they had it with is like the first time I've seen triple notes in this game. Oh my god, what the hell is happening? I can barely comprehend what's happening. I'm keeping up, but like at this point it's like I'm barely comprehending what's happening. My hands are just doing it.
What kind of remix was that? It was just noise.
Oh my god. Oh no. I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my god. Jesus. I feel like the last one so far was harder though. Except that one part in this. Oh no, I'm scared. Oh yeah. Oh no, I knew it. This was gonna be crazy. Oh my god, please, please. It's all these double notes that they keep hitting me with Pico. I guess that's his gimmick. Like his character gimmick is a bunch of double notes everywhere. That it? That's it? Okay. Not bad. Not bad. 75, not bad for first attempt. Yeah, 9 difficulty is crazy. Yeah, nah. 9 is crazy. Honestly. 9 is definitely crazy. But oh my god. Alright. Oh wait. No, there's not. Oh, okay. Hold on. There isn't that much. Okay. That's just like, okay. For a second, I was about to say, I was like, there's no way there's that many more Nightmare. Yeah, it's just one. Okay. That's all the new stuff, I think, right? What was my favorite song here? Low-key, I kind of like the one new song from, oh wait. Yeah. The one boyfriend song that they had. Like the new one that they had for him. That song was cool. Yeah, this song was sick. I actually like this song. Alright, let me do it one more time.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my god, I forgot to hold the note. Oh my god. Oh my god, why am I not holding notes? Whew. Yo, this chart is crazy. Oh my god, why did I not hold it? I like these new songs though. I wonder what they're gonna do in the next, like, the new content, like, the new week. They're gonna be adding this to this game. W who subbed? Oh, I didn't see it because I'm locked in. But yo, thanks new sub, yo. Thanks for the sub. You already know we still grinding right now. We're trying to waste some time until we could actually get that Switch Direct. But I might be doing some ranking stuff soon. Of like ranking every Switch Direct. That might be pretty fun if I could do that. Welcome to being the Slimes. Yeah, you already know, yo. Welcome to Slime Gang. The Slime Gang. You already know what it is. We always out here. Slime Gang. You already know. Welcome to Slime Gang. We're growing army. We growing strong. Okay, what did I get there? I didn't even check what I got. Probably something decent. Something light. Alright. But yeah, I think that was pretty fire. That was pretty fire. Oh yeah, also did it show the note, like the screen effect? Yo. Cause I know I have the screen effect for subs. It's good. It should be pretty fire now. It should have all the screen effects and stuff. It should be crazy. That should be pretty crazy. That would be pretty fun. The screen effect showed? Oh, nice. Let's go. I know I was showing Mo about it, like, you know, earlier when he was here. I showed him a little bit about it. It's actually pretty cool. The effect stuff that we got for the stream goes crazy. Yo. And also, speaking of the stream, if we're looking at that clock up here, you want to know what that says? 5 hours, 32 minutes left till we finally get this goddamn direct. We still waiting. Hold on, let me see if I'm gonna play like one or two more songs and then we'll get to the next segment in this stream while also just looking at what else is on the internet at the moment, because you know it's gonna be a long night, so we have finally the stuff is working. The first half of the stream, you know, like right now it only says we've been live for 48 minutes, but obviously we've been live for like almost 7 hours now, technically, combined. And for that half, games were just not working properly. Now they are, at least. Okay, I want to try this. I like this song. This song's pretty fun.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, let's go. Okay, here we go. Like, bro, okay. I gotta lock in. Come on now. Okay, that was good. I messed up a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, gotta lock in. Bro, messing up. Come on, don't worry. We just gotta lock in. We just gotta lock in right here. Okay, come on. Okay, come on. Oh my god, come on. Jesus Christ, man. Definitely a rough one, but we got through it. That was, I think, the roughest I've ever done that song. But yo, It's 3:30 in the morning. I got an excuse for that. Okay, 75 is still not terrible though. That's not terrible. Oh wait, hold up. I gotta play this. This is a classic though, actually. This song right here is a classic. I must play this song before we leave this game. Okay, we moving. Smash past Demon Lady? Smash a million times, you already know. Bro, that's not even a question. I ain't gonna lie. I always like this part. I always get the timing off for that, but I at least get the notes, so it should have registered most of the notes. Come on now. Yo, this song's fire. Alright. That's solid, that's solid, that's solid. That's alright. Alright, 89? Not bad, not bad. I was 1 off 90. Come on now. 1 off 90. Alright. Okay, I think that, and that's Friday Night Funkin', you already know. I had to check out the new update because that is a new thing I saw that they were releasing. It's always fun to check in to see what they doing in that game. It's pretty fun. Now, it definitely is like a learning curve of like, god damn, the hard songs take a minute. I think once you master one hard song though, the rest of them get so like a lot easier. Cause then you start, I guess, figuring out the patterns that they like using. So it makes it a bit easier. All right, let me go adjust my audio for when I actually put this on. Oh no. Okay, let me load this down. Oh yeah, I can put my earbuds back in now. We should be okay with putting my earbuds back in now. Nice. Type shit, you already know, yo, type shit. Okay, why is it taking a long time to load? But okay, I'll do this. Okay, let me adjust this. All right. So that was that segment down pat. You already know. What am I seeing on Twitter, bro? I don't even... What am I seeing on Twitter? Oh my god, the visuals doing nonsense again. I hope that's not my... I'll probably be on just after 7 a.m. Are we doing 2 hours before the direct? We might have to do some... We definitely might have to... I have a lot of ideas for some things. We'll see what we could do with, like, maybe, like... we could probably do some sort of game or something, or we could do a. I was planning on doing that one thing soon, like a little bit before the direct of ranking like every Switch 1 direct on a tier list. That could be pretty fun to do with the gang. That, or we could do like some sort of game. Something like that. Okay, I done the Friday Night Funkin' update. Boom. Let's see what else. What else we got? We got obviously Nintendo Switch Direct rankings. That's gonna be a little later in the stream. Ooh, we could do the worst rated Switch games now if we really want to. I could do that. That one I'm gonna have to do on my other camera, I think. On the other thing. Ooh, you know what? Actually, a fun thing we could do right now, we could rank Nintendo consoles. I actually did want to do that. Let's go. Alright, hold on. We definitely could do this right now. Ranking Nintendo consoles. That's pretty suiting for now. Because you already know, we are getting a new Nintendo console soon, so we gotta rank all the old ones. Alright, this one has a lot of options. Some of these things I don't even know. Well, actually, like, maybe a couple of them. A couple of them we might need I feel like they'll be pretty highly rated. I think so, too. Okay. Should we go in chronological order, though? We also have to think about not just how good the console is, but how good the games are as well and everything. Yeah. Definitely. That'll... Or, you know what? I think I'll just go in order of how we see them. Makes it easier. So, is this right here... Is this a Game Boy Color? Or no, that's Game Boy Color over here. Is this... What type of Game Boy is this? What type of Game Boy is this? Why am I... Oh, bro. Or is it inspect? Do I inspect? Nah, I will. No, I do. Maybe view page source? No, that's just the code. I forgot how you reverse search images now. Where is it? Can I search with the... I forgot how you reverse search images now. Well, I'll get back to that. We'll go to 3DS. 3DS. What do we think about 3DS? Oh, 3DS actually has a lot of good games, though. I think it's a worthy sequel to... It's definitely a worthy sequel to the DS, but I don't think it's not as memorable as the DS. Also, yeah, we also have to go off... This is like just the straight up console of... This is the 3DS, not new 3DS or any of those consoles that make it an upgrade to it. So, I think B or C. The C, 3DS has good games, but most were on the Wii U. I actually feel that too. Low key, it might either be a low B or a high C. I'll put in C for now. It might move up. Just cause there are better versions of the 3DS as well. Like, I think this is not a bad version of the 3DS. It's just... The original 3DS is good. That's the one we have. That's the one I have. Is this version of the 3DS. But, like, when comparing to something like the new 3DS... This is probably the best version of it. Okay, the Switch. Just a straight up Switch. No Switch OLED or anything, because I think the Switch OLED's on here. Yeah, it is. So Switch OLED's on here. Just the normal ass Switch. Where are we putting that? I think that gotta be like... Maybe we gotta put that... Maybe like a A? Because it did have a lot of good games on it. But it also had a lot of problems, so I can't put an S. Yeah, when Switch dropped it maybe B, but over time it became an A. Yeah. I think especially... It's really the games. And also... it's just a cool console. I think it's a really cool idea, too. And I think it's still worth getting a switch, like just a normal Switch to this day. All right, new 3DS XL. Well, I think no, this is not the XL. I think just the new 3DS normal. I actually like I think the new 3DS is a decent improvement. And also, I like some of the exclusive 3DS games that they put on here. Some of these are pretty good. Also, hold on. Did this freeze, or was this just my laptop? Did my screen actually freeze, or is it the laptop? Okay, no, it's just my laptop. Games are a big one. I don't put the 3DS highly because everything was on the Wii U, yeah. I like some of the new games they added, like, exclusively for the new 3DS, and although this knob is not very comfortable, I do like the attempt of adding another analog stick. So that's why I'll put it at B. Definitely, like, an improvement. Okay, this DSi? No, this is the DSi. Then what the hell is this? What the hell is this? There's a blue DSi? This just looks like the DSi. What is that? What type of DSi? Is that just another DSi? Yeah, do you know what type of... Cause I see the camera on it and everything. Or maybe it's the DSi XL. No, but the DSi XL I think looks a little different than that, right? Maybe it's the XL. No, the DSi XL is over here. Then what is this? I don't know which one this is. We'll see. We'll see what that one is. We'll see. Okay, new 2D. I'm just gonna skip DS Lite. The DS Lite's over here though, so I don't know what this is. Cause this is the DS Lite. That's the DSi. That's the DSi XL. What is this? Hold up. I'm gonna search up all versions of DS. Oh my god. Okay. Cause I don't know what that is. Yeah. See, the Nintendo DS, which was this, yeah. DS Lite, DSi, DSi XL. I don't think there's any other one. What is this? Because this is the DSi. And that's the DSi XL, and that's the DS Lite. And then the original DS is over... Where's the original DS? Did he not put the... Maybe this is supposed to be the original DS? That's not the original DS, though. Where's the original DS? I can't see it. Where the hell is the original DS? I'm lost now. How'd they make this? Yo, maybe I should get a... Okay, maybe I should find a different tier list. Because... How... Yo, they... And what is this? What is... Bro... They're just putting stuff on this list just to put stuff on this list. Hold on. Let me find a better one. Let me find a better tier list. Okay. Nintendo consoles. Let's see. Okay. Come on. Okay. Wait, this is a 2022 updated one, so it's gonna... I think it should at least have OLED Switch, I think. Oh wait, no, this is just rankings of Switches. Oh wait, actually, this could be a quick list that we could do real quick. This might actually be pretty fun. This is rankings of designs of different types of Switches they've released up to 2022. We could do this fast. This could be decent. All right, first off, it's supposed to be a Mario Switch. Mario Switch. This looks like D, man. I don't like the blue grip. The blue grip kind of ruins it. I don't like that shade of blue. That's like a B. Well, I mean a D. This, the original red and blue Switch. That's either a B or A for me. Honestly, I'll say A because it's like the iconic look for the Switch. Now, in reality, I don't think this was the greatest choice of putting blue, like the blue and red. Like it doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing, but it is what it is. Animal Crossing Switch. Low key, this is top tier. The custom dock design and everything, this is top tier. I definitely, the original Nintendo Switch. What we put in that? That's like a solid, like, you can't go wrong with it. I'll just put it in a B. You can't go wrong. A Diablo Switch. I could barely see this one. Hold on, I gotta search this one up. Okay, so it looks like this. So it's like the normal Switch, but just with this little engraving stuff on it. Honestly, I was expecting so much more. Honestly, I might put this like C or D. I was expecting so much more. At least they put some stuff on the actual Switch. That's the only good part, that they put something on the actual Switch. But I was expecting so much more. Kind of disappointing. Yeah, it's cool, but they've done cooler designs. Yeah, I feel like, especially with those engraving Switches, I've seen a lot cooler. So I think for that, I'm putting it C. Oh, there's a Dragon Quest? I didn't even know there was a Dragon Quest Switch. Let me see the Dragon Quest Switch. There's a Dragon Quest Nintendo Switch. Okay, this one's a little bit better. I do like some of the Joy-Con designs, and oh, they have some stuff in the back. This one's not, this is okay. This might be like a B. Just because I like the slime designs. And like on the back of the Switch, apparently it has all these slime designs. Like is anyone gonna take a picture of the back of the Switch? Because they only have this one little thing that shows you it. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's kind of, this is cool. This is cool. Actually, this definitely raises it up a little bit for me. Because of this, yo, this might go up to like, low key, this might even be A. And I like I think they used a good shade of blue. I like the shade of blue they used here. So, low key, I might put it A. Might be slight Dragon Quest bias, but yo, the back of that Switch looks fire. That one really, I would have just put it in B, but the back of the one looks crazy. You know, Fortnite Switch F tier. You know what, let's at least see it. Let's at least see it before we put it in F tier, because we're most likely putting it in F tier. Let's see if it could change our minds. Even for what it is, it's not that good. Like, Fortnite's a trash game, but even if you liked Fortnite, this is not that good of a Switch. This is like, it has some like engraved, but it's not like, where's the personality, you know? The drawings on here is like, there's no personality, you know? I was expecting something to stand out more. So, I'll go, I might actually go F. The Nintendo Labo Switch. So it's basically just in the cardboard colorway, okay. I feel like if they did a cardboard texture with it too, it would have been better, but I'll put a D. I'll say at least I appreciate the attempt of make it, actually, wait, you know what, before, let me just go look at it one more time, actually, wait. Okay. Oh, does it actually have the cardboard texture? Okay, so it actually does have the cardboard texture? You know? Just for that, I'll put it in C. It goes up for me there, because that's pretty creative. I can't lie. I gotta give them credit. Even though the Labo's kind of useless. Oh, is that something you need to build? That's not bad then, yeah. I feel like, yo, honestly, it might be better than Diablo, I think. Maybe even B. You know what? I'll put it B. I'll put it B. I think it's definitely better than Diablo. Switch. Now, this Switch Lite. What we doing with just normal blue Switch Lite? What we feeling about this shade of blue? I think it's like maybe like a C. The gray Switch Lite is I think it's the same as the gray Switch. It's just like a normal Switch color. You can't really go wrong, I guess. Yeah, Switch Lite designs are bad, yeah. Maybe except the Pokemon one. Which is surprising. Because Pokemon's kind of trash sometimes. Is this? Oh, there's a black... Wait, there's a... Oh, there's a Diamond and Pearl Switch Lite. Hold on. Let me see that. Oh, no, not enter. Shoot. Yeah, there we go. Let's see this. Hold on. Hold on. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, I think it's just like a nice clean thing. I wish they did more, but that's okay. I'm not mad at that. It's just nice and simple. You know, like kind of like a dark gray. I feel like that's like a Switch anybody could use. Like it's like it kind of has like a darker gray. I like the tone of gray they use. And then these like the artwork of Dialga and Palkia. I ain't gonna lie. Kinda nice. I think we should put it in low key. I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A. Low key. Maybe bottom, or maybe top of B. Because this is an iconic Switch, and this has like the crazy designs in the back and all that stuff. So I'll put it top of B. For now, we might move it up to low A at the end. All right. What else? Oh, this is F. Who's buying the Switch? This is also F. Those are ugly colors, bro. Ugly colors. Why'd they pick these colors? The absolute worst colors you could possibly pick. Like, come on now. Bitch boy blue and piss yellow are ass colors. That's what I'm saying. And then the Sword and Shield one's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I'd say it might be on the same level as the Diamond and Pearl one. Dialga and Palkia one. I think I like this one more. Now I'm looking at it. Cause I like the dark gray. But I think they're close in level. So I put it in B. Maybe if I put this in B, I'd put this low A. I think I could put this low A. And this one's B. Also change the color of the buttons. Yeah. So this one's... It is pretty nice. And then... What the hell is this? It's just a red Switch? I'm not counting that one. Because we already have the Mario Odyssey Switch that we're going to put in there. So I think that's just a repeat. Just like this one's also a repeat of this, so I'm not going to count it. Okay, white Switch for the OLED Switch. What are we doing with white Switch? Say like on the same level as the gray, you just can't go wrong. It's a solid white. That's cool. Alright, let's go Pikachu and Eevee Switch. Ooh, what are we doing with this one? I think this is like B, I feel like. And the thing is, I really like the design on the Switch. That design on the Switch kind of nice. Like having just like a straight up drawing of like Pikachu and Eevee on there. And I feel like this is one of the Switches that stand out more. So I think just for that, I might put it low A. Probably saying Sword and Shield. You know, you might be cooking with that one. It might just be like around here, either right here or right here. It's definitely in that realm of like Sword and Shield and Diamond and Pearl one. They're definitely in that realm. Wait, I need to see another picture of it. For now, I'll put it here. Let me see another picture. Okay, we'll take the light out of it. And then... I'll just say Pikachu. They'll know what I'm talking about. Here we go. Honestly, this looks kind of clean. This does look kind of clean. I can't. This does look kind of clean. We might have to put this low. We gotta put this in A. That looks clean. That dock is really cool. Oh, and it has the designs in the. Okay, yeah, nah. It has the Pikachu and Eevee designs in the back. Yeah, I think that might be above. That might be like around here actually. I might put it here, like around with Dragon Quest Switch. That one's good. Because it even adds the pop of color on it too. I might even put it above Dragon Quest. That one's good. Yeah, they have unique poses, not some bullshit you can get on as a sticker. Yeah, exactly, bro. Maybe I might even pull it as low S by the end of this, depending on how much stuff we have in S at the end. I might even bump that one up to S. That one's good. That is clean. But the designs in the back and then the Pikachu. This is just really clean art of Pikachu and Eevee. It's so clean. That is such clean art of them. Alright, Splatoon Switch. I feel like this is maybe like a slightly worse version of this in terms of like, how am I feeling about the green and pink? Honestly, maybe like around here. I think maybe here. Mario Odyssey Switch. It's just red. They could have done a lot more with it. Actually, you know what? I might put Splatoon and Mario Odyssey's one right here just because they could have done so much more. This one's just a green. They just put green and pink Joy-Cons, and this one they just put the Joy-Cons red. They could have done so much more though. Now speaking of stuff that does a lot, this is easy S tier. I already remember this. This is an easy S tier. The Smash Switch was fire. Oh, let me see. The Smash Bros one, they cooked with. This might be the best Switch. This might be the best one. Oh my god. They cooked. Jesus Christ. That dock? That dock is crazy. They definitely cooked with this one. I just want to buy the dock. That dock is crazy. They cooked so hard with this one. I never see them cook like that. Amazing, honestly. Amazing work. This might even, I'd say that's even like above Animal Crossing. That Smash Switch is crazy. Which one is this one? This is a Monster on the Rise one? I think this one's Monster on the Rise. Okay, let's do the Monster Hunter Switch. Yeah, that Smash one is so good. Yeah, okay, Monster Hunter Switch. Here we go. Let's see it. Oh, whoa. Hold on now. Nah, they cooking. And they have the Magnamalo on it? Like, bro. And look at, and they also have designs on the. Oh hell! Oh, okay. This is another S tier. Nah, that's gas. That's crazy. Dude, they even have like all the designs on the bro. They cooked. They even have like they have the arrow part. Oh no, they might have cooked. The thing is, it's like it's over designed in the best way possible. I feel like. Where some people might say it's over designed, but to me that kind of adds to it. With all like the different patterns and stuff on it, I kind of like it. It's almost like it's almost like your Switch has tattoos, bro. It's fire. Yeah, nah, this is up there. It's up there too, man. Okay, now which one? I don't even know which Switch this is. From what I could see on it, I wish I could zoom in. I don't even know which Switch that is. I'd rather over-design than undesign. Yeah, exactly, because you're buying a special edition Switch. You'd want something that has a lot of designs on it. It's a special edition Switch. At this point, like, I didn't pay just to get a boring Switch like the Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2 ones, where they're literally, it's just a Switch. Yo, I might just drag this down to F. This one's bad, too. The more I look at this one, yo, holy. Like, god damn. And maybe put this down to D. Yeah. It's crazy. And then, I feel like the Diablo one was just wasted potential. You see? The Monster Hunter one is like what the Diablos one was trying to be, but failed. This is what it was. This is what the Diablos one was supposed to be like. Damn, I can't even figure out what the hell this Switch is. Can I search it, maybe? I don't think I can. Damn. Yeah. Oh my god, yo, the Dragon Ball Z soundtrack, let's go. We got Bardock theme. Hold on, Bardock theme going. I say this one's, from what I see in a small picture, it's not bad though. At least around, like, I'll just put like middle of B. At least. And you know what? Just to make things right, I'll put the Sword and Shield one bottom of A as well. And I think that's a good tier list right here. So yeah, this is every, at least most versions of the Switch ranked. Most versions. I think we're solid on this stuff. Maybe I'll move Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee to up to S. That one's pretty fire. Like, if I'm buying a Switch and all they did was change the Joy-Con colors, I'm pissed. That's what I'm saying. You're buying a special edition Switch. Like, at that point, you might as well just get a normal Switch. If it's just Joy-Cons, like, you could easily just buy different Joy-Con colors. You could even just get custom Joy-Cons made. But I want to have, like, a full thing going if I'm doing this. I want a full type of design. Hopefully the Switch 2 designs are really cool too. Maybe they might show one in this direct. Yo, we could have put that up as a part of the predictions. A special edition Switch 2, we could have put that. That definitely could have replaced something there. Because I feel like, yeah, because if pre-orders go live, then they might also announce like a special edition one. That could definitely be the prediction. Yeah, whatever launches with the Switch 2 will have a special edition. I could see that, like a special edition Mario Kart 9 one. Or something like that, because I'm guessing Mario Kart 9 is probably going to be a launch title. I can't see Mario Kart 9 not being a launch title. That's what happened with Odyssey. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Yeah, Mario Odyssey was... And I guess that's the problem that, like, you know, you see, since Mario Odyssey was like an early launch Switch, you could tell this is before they started doing cool stuff with the Switch design. So with this one, they just made the Joy-Cons red. But if Mario Odyssey came out later in the Switch's lifespan, I think it would have looked way cooler. Because then they would have been way more willing to experiment with the design. right. You already know though. That's kind of fire. That's kind of fire. All right. Let me see. What else can we do? Also, why my neck feel like this? Oh yeah. Let me see if I can try to find a good Nintendo consoles one. Okay, all Nintendo consoles. Nah, but they just. What do you mean? Oh, they just put so many Nintendo 64s in there. Oh, the Pikachu Nintendo. I always liked the Pikachu Nintendo 64. But why there's so many Nintendo 64s? Like, someone just make a like. I just want to. Okay, Nintendo home consoles. Okay, they just did the straight up NES, SNES, N64. Okay. I want to put the handhelds in there too, though. Maybe this one will have it. Okay. No, but okay, these. Nah. What about this one? This one might be better. Oh, it was the Game Boy Light. That's what it was. The Wii Mini. Oh my god. I forgot that existed. You know what? We'll do this one. We'll do this one. At least this one is like the other one, but structured a little bit better. A lot less repeats. And weird stuff. Okay, well, but there is a repeat, but I think this is the NES, like the re-release. I think it's the NES Mini. I think this is the Mini. But then where's the SNES? Wasn't there an SNES Mini as well? I think that's this. Yeah, I think that's this. Okay. Or been something like Mario throwing Cappy around the Switch. Yo, if they did that on the design, that'd have been crazy. That'd have been fire. Jeez. Oh yeah, also, if we look at the time, boys. Right now on the East Coast, it is 4:07 in the morning. And we are less than 5 hours away from the Switch 2 Direct. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Alright. This time, you know what we'll do? To make things a little more interesting, we're going to go, when we're judging these consoles, we're going to go off of the design of the console. And I guess, like, how good, like, the console was. Like, in terms of functionality and, like, what it does. We're not going to go too much off of games. Games will kind of play a factor, but not too big of a factor. Mainly because there's a lot of ones on here that it's like, okay, it's hard to judge the games off of because I have barely played the games off of this thing. And, like, I barely could tell you what good games it has. If anything. Okay, first, Game & Watch. For its time, it's decent, I feel like. You know, let's just put all those, like, Game & Watch likes things here. All these things like that. What it does in design, 3DS shit tier. People can barely use the 3DS properly. Yeah, especially the original 3DS. I'd say it could be better because although if you know, like, if you're using it a specific way, you could see the 3D properly and all that stuff. They definitely need to rework it. Like, in the new 3DS, they improved it so that you could actually, like, see the 3D from more angles. You don't have to, like, be looking directly at it. When the 3D works, though, it actually looks cool. Like, it's a cool design. I know it used to hurt some people's eyes, but if you need to make glasses so people wouldn't get sick, yeah, exactly. I know some people used to get pretty sick. I think especially if you're using it on the move, like, let's say I tried using it in a car once. Bro, that's the easiest way to get as sick as possible. Using the 3DS in a moving car. So yeah, I'd say 3DS could be better. Game Boy, I say it's good. For its time, especially when a lot of handhelds you saw at that time were these bulky machines, the Game Boy was actually, like, you know, more portable. You could actually put it in your pocket and everything. It's good. Game Boy Advance. It's up here. Game Boy Advance SP. To me, that's up here. Honestly, I might even put the Game Boy Advance. Like, Game Boy Advance, like, in between these for me. The SP is so good because it basically just clamshells the Game Boy Advance, where it's even more portable. I think the only thing that takes away from the Game Boy Advance is that it could be more portable. Like, this is probably the most portable console I've ever used. Like, at least that's still comfortable, because I know they did make the Game Boy Advance like the Micro, which who's playing on that? That thing's garbage. I think that's this one, right? I'd say could be better because it's too small for me. For me, it's too small. Game Boy Color. They all have like the same designs, and like they all just have slight, upgrades of the Game Boy. So I'm gonna just put them all in. It's good. Game Boy Color definitely here. I don't remember about these, but I'll just put them here for now. Yeah, Game Boy Color is cool. Yeah, I still own my Game Boy Color. Yeah, that's fine. I just got the 2DS because it was cheaper, and it had all the same games. And it didn't have the 3D. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a good function for at least the 2DS is good for people that didn't want to have the 2D in there. Okay. Now, the new 2DS XL, which is the last version of the 3DS they ever released. Where are we putting this? Because this is definitely an interesting console. Actually, you know what? Let me do the other version of the 3DS first, because that's the last version they ever released, which kind of builds upon all these other ones. So, I'm going to start next 3DS XL. I think 3DS XL is a bit of an improvement. The only problem is that now it might be too big, but I'll still put it in here because the bigger screen makes it easier to see the 3D. So I could see that. And the thing is, although I put the 3DS in here, I don't actually hate the 3DS. I just think it clearly is a first version of the console. Like, I feel like the other versions are a lot better. Alright, then, okay, the new 3DS. The new 3DS we put in... That's probably... it'll be up here, because it has one glaring fault. The little... Oh, wait, no, that's the new 3DS XL. Wait. This is the new 3DS. The 3DS XL. I think we'll put like this. Oh, wait. We'll do that. Where they're all decent. The thing is, I do like how the new 3DS has the colorway of like, it does a throwback to the SNES colors on the buttons. It's a really cool feature they added. A really fun feature. Like, honestly, that actually is a fire feature that they added right there. But yeah, obviously we got that going, which should be pretty cool. Over here, maybe I might move them. Maybe I should move. I probably should move them up a little bit. It's just the nub. The nub is not like, it's good, but also not at the same time. You know what? I'll move it up to like, it's good. We'll say it's good. But if we do that, I think I have to move the Game Boy Advance up. I think I might have to move the Game Boy Advance up at that point. Alright. The 2DS. 2DS? Honestly, one thing that nobody can say about the 2DS is that it's uncomfortable. The 2DS is a very comfortable console. Nobody could ever say that this console is uncomfortable. Probably one of the most comfortable Nintendo handhelds. So just for that, it has to be, and it's good. And it makes the 3DS more affordable at a time where, like, back then the 3DS was pretty expensive, and it's a more affordable, cheaper version of the 3DS. My only issue that it wasn't foldable. Yeah, I think that's what takes it. That's what prevents it from going up here. I'll say it's like right with the other 3DSs. Okay, and the new 3DS XL, well, like the new 2DS XL. This is pretty good too. I put it like the same level as the rest of the 3DSs. I feel like we need more tiers, but I think this is good. Okay, let's see. Nintendo 64. Now the games on the 64 are just straight classic after classic, but if we're talking about the design of the console, because I think in this list we're gonna have to make the design play a lot bigger weight, it could be better. Honestly, low-key, it might even need a redesign, because that controller ruins it. Like, luckily they got it right afterwards. They luckily got it right afterwards with the GameCube. But this controller was, you could tell this was their first attempt at making a controller with an analog stick. Like, what were they thinking? Like, what was the logic behind this controller? Low-key, we might have to do this. Although, if we're talking games, it's up here. But we're just talking the console itself, design, stuff like that. Yeah, no. The SNES Mini, this is just an SNES, so we'll just say it's good. Like, that's good. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna rank this. Let's go to the DS's. Okay, they have all the DS's here. Okay, finally, the original DS. Honestly, is pretty ugly. If we're not, it's a pretty ugly console. Like, I'd put it above the N64, but it's pretty ugly. It needs a redesign, and Nintendo knew that, so then they made the DS Lite, which is peak. They went from this to this. Like, there's a reason why every single DS after this looks like this. It uses the framework of the DS Lite. There's a reason why. The OG DS was bulky, no? Yeah, it was very bulky and ugly. Like, look at this. Look at this monstrosity. I remember back in the days, like, one of Shondo's friends way back in the days, he used to always, like, he had this, his DS. Like, we had our DS Lites, and his DS, just, you just look at it, you're like, God damn, man. It's bulky monstrosity. Like, what? Like, come on now. Come on now. Like, come on. Wait, I need to look, you need to see what it looks like when it's folded. It's just like, come on now. You could have done better. Like, what is this? The D-pad doesn't look comfortable. These buttons don't look very good. But then they got it so right with the DS Lite. The DS Lite fixed literally everything about this design. Because the good thing about the DS, the first DS, is that it was a good concept. But the actual design itself wasn't like, you could tell it's such an outdated design. For its time, it was okay, but it's so outdated. The DS Lite still holds up to this day in terms of like the design. So yeah, I'd say it's right there. DSi. What are we doing? I feel like, yo, this might be a hot take. DSi is also up here. Because the DSi, if we're talking about straight design, it's basically just a DS Lite, but they put a camera on it, and the D-pad is better. They made the D-pad a little bit better. But I think the one thing, I feel like the buttons were better on the DS Lite, though. I like the higher raised buttons on the DS Lite. I feel like they're less prone to to like, you know, breaking than the more shallow buttons in the DS Lite. But the DS Lite buttons feel good, and as long as I've had my DS Lite, they haven't went bad still. Surprisingly, those DS Lite buttons are still good to this day, which is very surprising. DSi XL. Low key, I've never really, never had a DSi. Yeah, honestly, DSi was not bad. It's literally just a DS with a camera. The camera wasn't really that great, but it did have a couple funny apps and stuff like that. But it's just it's just kind of like a revised DS. Also, actually, I could bring the DSi and DS Lite, because the DSi, it looks so sleek. Like, look, hold up, you gotta see this. I'll be back. I gotta do a comparison of them. I had a Game Boy Color, DS Lite, and Switch for Nintendo consoles. Yeah, yo, I had both the DSi and DS Lite right here. Yo, let me show you that comparison real quick. I think I could also turn on the other camera to show it. Let me see. First, let's take the now playing thing down, so I could show it in the camera. Let's see if the camera sees it nicely. Yeah. So obviously, you already know the normal DS, the DSi, well, the DS Lite is like, it's pretty nice. But honestly, yo, I don't know if the camera really picks it up. But the DSi is so sleek though. It's like, it's kind of like they refined the design of this. Like, this is the sleekest looking DS. It like the form factor and everything. It just looks so sleek. Also, yeah, I forgot, you can use SD cards with this, which is pretty nice. It's actually pretty cool. Oh yeah, actually I also could just show it on full screen as well. Let me go switch to full screen. So I can show on this camera. Bro, yeah, no. This, like, look, it's actually so sleek. I really like the design of the DSi still. Even like the way they put the camera on it. Yeah, this is the problem. Yeah, they did remove this. I hate that they removed this. Like, I like this in the actual DS Lite, having this, and you could like play Game Boy games. That was one of the best parts of the DS. But they removed that, obviously. Oh yeah, funny story about this DS Lite I have here, that I use this now to play like any DS game. I originally got this DS for $2. No joke. I bought this DS at a garage sale for $2. And it works perfectly. There's no problems with it. Like, the only thing it didn't have is that it didn't come with a charger. It even came with a stylus. Like, you'd think that DS would have a stylus loss or maybe some buttons broken. No, it's perfect. Like, it still turns on properly. You already know. I even have, yo, don't tell Nintendo, but we got the R4 working right now. So I could run the games, bro. You already know. So I could run Mario Kart DS or something. So we still got that. It still works great. It's fire. Honestly, DS is definitely one of the greatest handheld consoles of all time, still. Like, Nintendo's always go-to when it comes to handhelds. From the Game Boy to the DS, they don't miss when it comes to handhelds. one of the first things I lost in my DS was the stylus. Yeah, exactly. A lot of times people lose, like my DSi. This is my old DSi I used to use as a kid. The stylus is gone, but I do have a red stylus that I keep upstairs. It just keeps falling out, so I don't keep it inside here. But yeah, that stylus keeps. Oh wait, also I feel like the DS Lite, the stylus part stays in better though. Like I feel like the DSi's stylus, depending on the type of stylus you get, could fall out easier. Yeah, Nintendo dominated the market on the handheld consoles. PS Vita could never, and Microsoft didn't even try. Yeah, the PS Vita was also fire though. PSP and PS Vita are fire consoles. Yo, so I have all my handhelds here, bro. We got the PS Vita right here as well, at the side. This is also a fire one. I do really like the D-pad on the Vita. It's really good. Yo, honestly, handheld consoles throughout the years are kind of fire, but I have no idea which of these designs I prefer more. Out of the DS Lite and the DSi. Oh wait, I forgot. I think the DSi also has a slightly bigger screen, I think. Does it? Let me see. Yeah, the screens are very, like, it's really hard to tell, but the screens are very slightly bigger on the DSi. But it's like, it's almost not noticeable. It's crazy though. Yeah, that's these DSs. It is fire. Honestly, if I could like have a DS capture card, I'd do DS games on the channel as well. Only handheld I'm considering now is a Steam Deck because variety. I was thinking the thing Steam Deck is cool, but it also just looks so ugly, bro. Like, oh my god. Why couldn't they make it look better? And it's so bulky. Look at how this thing looks. Also, I could switch to BCR actually. Why couldn't they make this thing look a little nicer? It's so big too. Now the things it could do makes up for how it looks, but Jesus. It looks like a Sega Game Gear in the modern era, which is kind of crazy. It's like a goddamn Wii U. Yo, it definitely has the bulkiness of a Wii U. I can't lie though, the Wii U was very like the Wii U gamepad is actually a very comfortable like gamepad to hold. Like the way it curves in your hand, like it feels very comfortable. Now, would I want to use that on the go with me? No, because it's too bulky. But I can't lie, the Wii U gamepad does feel nice to hold. It's definitely a nice console to hold. Like it just feels nice holding the Wii U gamepad in your hand. But yeah, this is crazy. I know. Oh yeah, it should be coming today, but I did get that Retroid Pocket 5 though, which looks, it basically looks like a, I know I showed it earlier on stream, but it basically looks like a PS Vita, but it plays like, I could play PS2, Wii, like PS2, Wii, GameCube, all that stuff. It actually looks pretty fire. Like, I like the design of this. I feel like this is a good, I think this is a good look for a handheld. Like, I think they did a very good job in how this handheld looks. Especially, like, being able to play, like, PS2 and GameCube games on something the size of a PS Vita is insane to me. Like, I remember back in the days, we used to always dream about that. How do you get the games on that? Do you download through a website? You basically, you just put emulators on them. Like, you put emulators on the console. And then you just do it through emulation. So it's, you do it the same way you do it, you get emulators on PC. And there's even people that have found ways to put Steam on it too, so you can play your like some of your Steam games on it, like Steam games that at least it can handle, and it's pretty crazy. Yeah, it seems like there's like a little bit of a setup to it, but the setup doesn't even seem hard at all, too. I don't use any emulators, which, okay, honestly, setting up emulators are usually very easy. Every emulator you use, all you do is you just download the emulator yourself, you just download a ROM, and then sometimes emulators will ask for BIOS. You find the BIOS. Legally, you find the BIOS, and legally you find the ROMs, and then you legally play it on these emulators, and you basically just do the same thing on these. So on this device, all you do is you download the emulator from the store, and then you download the ROMs online, and then what you do, you take your legal copy that you have of the game and you dump it onto your PC, and then you use that ROM to put onto the thing, you know? Because we legally dump it. But yeah, that's basically what you do. Crazy. We're a DS family. Consoles is crazy. Okay, what else we got? Okay, DSi XL. I never really used the DSi XL, but isn't this just a bigger DSi? So I guess. Wait, look. Actually, hold up. We need to look. I need to look at the DSi XL. Let's see it. Let's see it. Does it ruin some of the design? I'm wondering. Oh my, what is this big ass stylus? Just for that, it might go down. What is this style? We don't need an entire pen. It's just supposed to be a little stylus. I'm not trying to draw on this thing. Maybe it's for professional PictoChat use at this point. You gotta make sure that PictoChat will be going crazy. This big stylus. I forgot they did that. It's huge. There's a reason why they never did that again. Definitely a reason they never did that again. I was putting it's good. Probably, like, I'll put it like in between here or something. NES for its time. It was good. You can't really say much complaints for NES at its time. It was the best designed console at its time. Honestly, I probably should put it here because of how much it revolutionized stuff in the console market. Bro, people can draw Mario and Sonic making it out of PictoChat. That's crazy. Yeah, NES and SNES for its time was good. Yeah, they were really good. Like, if we looked at them now, it's like, oh, obviously there's some flaws in them, but like, we have to think about it for its time. This was a first of its kind. It's crazy. I think, okay, NES Classic. I'll just put the classic consoles with the consoles. I'll also put the SNES in here. Where did I put the NES Classic? Okay, maybe I'll put the classic consoles over here just because it's in the modern era. Alright, GameCube. Now, this is a hard one to put because I feel like the control is super comfortable. Like, GameCube has like such a comfortable control, but then also the lunchbox design it puts off a lot of people. I could see a lot of people getting put off from the lunchbox design, although I didn't hate it. I thought it was cool. But some people look at the lunchbox design and they're like, what the hell is that? Like, I'm expecting to open the console and find a sandwich in there. But instead you find discs. And also the weird mini disc. Like, Nintendo's just like being quirky or something like that. They just like doing things just to do things. GameCube. I still remember my like local McDonald's having a GameCube setup for Double Dash. Oh, that's fire. That's fire. Double Dash at McDonald's is crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, I think how do we put this? Honestly, if it's personal bias, I'd put it up here. But I can see how some people are off-put about the design. And technically, this button layout isn't actually that great. It was them trying to reinvent the wheel. And for a lot of, like, at least for the games Nintendo made for it, and like, Nintendo knew how to make that button layout work. But, like, let's say, for example, if you use your, like, if you use a GameCube controller and play it on modern games, it's not, doesn't really, like, work as well as just a normal, like, T style, like, 4-button layout. Which is just like, I don't know. Okay, you know, I say we put it, you know, just because personal bias, I'll put it bottom of It's a Pro. All right, Switch OLED. Actually, have we done? Okay, I haven't done the Switch yet, so we'll do the Switch first. Or maybe I should get to the other. I should do the Wii and all that stuff first. So before we do that, I will just put some of these in. What the hell is this? Is this like a DVD GameCube? I'll just say decent. It looks a little weird. It's like little Tamagotchi things. We'll say it's decent for what it is. For what it is, they look decent. Looks like they serve their purpose. Okay, Virtual Boy. Okay, we all know where to put that. VR was not ready at Nintendo, and Nintendo, you know, they're always ahead of their time. They're trying VR before the technology was anywhere near ready to be used. But they tried. Someone had to try, and they did, and failed miserably. And it was apparently it was supposed to also be handheld, like how? This big bulky headset and this big control. Nintendo was taking moon level leaps with VR so early. VR in the 90s, bro. They thought they were ready for VR in the 90s. That's egregious right there. The fact that they ever thought that they could make VR in the 90s and it actually worked. Oh my god. Alright. Let's see it. The Wii. We gotta do the Wii. Give me the gaming gauntlet? Yo, that's true. Okay, oh my god. Give me the Wii. The Wii. This is a hard one. Because low-key, it's very successful. And the motion controls, when using the Wii Motion Plus, is actually pretty decent. But the thing is, this version of the Wii doesn't have the Wii Motion Plus. So I think just for that, I have to put it in It's Good. Because the motion controls on the actual, the normal Wiimote without Wii Motion Plus are a little shaky. When you put the Wii Motion Plus in it, then it's a bit better. First time Wii was good, and Breath of Fresh Air and like in games like controllers sucked though, and mostly yeah. I feel like yeah, and they should have kind of let more people just use a normal control, even though they did have the classic control. They didn't like making that available for people to use. Which I think they learned their lesson in the Wii U, where like now they have a lot of motion control games, but they just also allow you to use a control, like a normal control. Okay, and I'll put the Wii Mini in them in a higher level of it. I'll put it like maybe top of It's Good, because these are just the Wii, but with better motion controls. So I'll put it in the top of It's Good. You know what? Maybe even that. I might put the Wii in decent. And then these ones in it's good. Yo, Wii was the reason why classic controls and pro controls exist now? Yeah, exactly. Because they made this weird control that they expect you to use every game with, and they're like, oh, people actually want a normal control? Alright, fine, we'll give them the normal control. It's crazy. Oh my god, yo, I just looking at the time. We're almost less than 4 hours. Almost. In like 20 minutes. We're slowly getting there. We're slowly but surely getting there. It's 4:41 a.m. right now on the East Coast. We're slowly getting there. It's taking a while. But eventually we will be moments away from the Direct. Eventually. Anyways, Wii U. Now, the Wii U, this might be a hot take, but I think I put it in decent. Maybe even it's good. At least for what it is. Now, was what it is a good idea? I think, honestly, the Wii U was kind of just held by the name Wii U. And I put it in, it's not as good as the Wii. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Wii, though. But I don't think it was actually that bad for what it was. I think the Wii U, especially the ergonomics of that gamepad, is what saves it for me. And the idea was decent. When a developer knows how to use the gamepad in their games, it actually does enhance the game. Like something like Wind Waker HD, the gamepad genuinely enhanced the game. Now, when a developer does not know what they're doing with the gamepad, then it could just feel like, please, just make me use a normal control. Stop making me use this goddamn gamepad. When you play a Wii U, you're not using the gamepad they tried forcing. Yeah, no. The thing is, most of the time, but there's those few times where they actually use the gamepad in interesting and good ways. Every Wii U Mario Party. Okay, yeah. Oh, bro, Mario Party. I think it was Mario Party 10 on Wii U. That was terrible. That one was terrible. That was probably debatably the worst Mario Party game ever made. But I'm telling you, Wind Waker HD is proof that the Wii U gamepad actually had potential. Like, if you play Wind Waker HD, it makes you think that the gamepad was actually worth it. Because now I can't imagine the game without the gamepad. Like, they actually did it. They made the gamepad useful. But yeah, alright. Let's see the Switch. The Switch. Okay. For the Switch, the thing is, I would put it in it's good. But the Joy-Cons, man. That Joy-Con drift makes me put it here. And that goes for every version of the Switch just because of the Joy-Con drift. It may have even went up here if they didn't just... If the Joy-Con drift didn't exist, bro. They tried forcing a poorly done gamepad and it didn't work. That's why there's no Wii U redesigns. They realized they messed up and moved on to the next... Like, you moved to the next console? Yeah, nah. Honestly, there's many things that caused the Wii U to kind of, like, fail. I think definitely the name is a big part of it. Calling it the Wii U game, calling the Wii U, it makes it sound like a peripheral for the Wii. So everybody saw that, they're like, oh, this is just it's a little gamepad thing for the Wii. I already own a Wii, so they don't care. Especially because the Wii U uses Wiimotes as well. It literally just looked like a peripheral. So no one really cared about that. The Wii U gamepad was tacked on in a lot of games because Nintendo had an okay idea, but not a lot of ways to use it, and not a lot of developers were willing to design their games around it in a good way. It's crazy. Nintendo's track record is making a console and like redesigning it a few times to get extra money. Wii U was so bad they said, "All right, next console." Honestly, I think they just didn't have the patience for it that time. They're like, usually we have the patience. Like, let's say with the 3DS. The 3DS had a rough start initially, but it, like, as more versions came out, it started getting more respect because they kept like refining the design. But the Wii U was just, they knew it was just time for the next thing. Honestly, in a way, you could kind of consider the Switch kind of like a revision of the Wii U, because initially a lot of people thought the Wii U was supposed to be a home console and a portable console in the same thing. And the Switch is like that fully realized. Like, this one's actually both a portable console and a home console. Wasn't the Wii U one of the worst selling consoles? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, Switch is a successful Wii U. It's basically what people thought the Wii U was going to be. Because I'm telling you, when you look at that gamepad, you're like, okay, what if I could take that gamepad with me anywhere? And it's like, nope. You could, depending on where your bathroom is placed in your house, you cannot even take that gamepad with you to the bathroom, depending on where it's placed. Because the range on the gamepad was not great. That could have definitely used a revision. But I will say the build quality on the Wii U was good. Everything, all the parts, like the build quality on the Wii U was actually, it was great. The parts weren't dying like on the Switch. With the Switch, these Joy-Cons will break like they're made of glass. Don't you dare play any sort of analog intensive game with a Joy-Con. Those Joy-Cons will be dead. You want us proof of why Nintendo messed up with these analog sticks on the Joy-Cons? Like, you see on my Switch right now, I have third-party Joy-Cons. These are you can tell because I have this one actually has a D-pad on it. Because I got like a third-party D-pad Joy-Con and everything. These are it doesn't have any like Switch logos or anything. I'm using this. Tell me why, out of every single Joy-Con I've ever bought, these are the only ones that don't break on me. For as long as I had them, these off-brand, no-name Joy-Cons have lasted me the test of time. But all my official Joy-Cons, Joy-Con drift everywhere. It's why I have these Joy-Cons on my Switch and not my official ones. My official ones stay upstairs. It's crazy. Anything using the Joy-Cons would crash the Joy-Cons. Yo, it's so bad. We had fan games. Like, I swear, there was like a fan game like Joy-Con Drift, where it's like a racing game, but it's like a Joy-Con racing, and like it will be drifting and stuff. That's how much of a meme Joy-Con Drift became. Like, I remember when people were first talking about it, I was like, oh, this is strange. I haven't gotten it yet, though. And then all of a sudden, gradually, every single one of my Joy-Cons just started experiencing Joy-Con Drift, no matter what I did with them. I wasn't even playing Smash on them, and they were getting Joy-Con Drift. It was just too frustrating at that point. I'm like, yo, instead of buying more $80 Joy-Cons, why don't I try something else? And these Joy-Cons, to this day, I've had them for a while, a long time. They don't drift. These Joy-Cons don't drift. The only thing I don't have with them is HD Rumble, which I'm fine with that. If I can sacrifice HD Rumble for functioning analog sticks, I'm fine with that. There's a meme of Joy-Cons wrapped with like 10 rubber bands saying, "I fixed the drift." Oh yeah, because I think that was a lot of people thought, oh, you could fix the drift by attaching, like people genuinely thought this was a strat of like putting rubber bands on the analog sticks to like try to, put it a certain way or anything. Like, The thing is, I think this is also back when people didn't really understand why Joy-Cons were drifting, but the real reason was that is the sensors were deteriorating. Like, you'd use them and then the sensors would just start eating at it. Like, the more you use it, the sensors it would just deteriorate so much up to the point where like it starts drifting and it starts just becoming terrible. I wouldn't care if Joy-Cons didn't cost basically $100. They do, exactly. They're so expensive and they drift in like 2 months. You have to be very, very careful with them. And if you're super careful, maybe the Joy-Cons will last you like 6 months. If you're very careful. A year now, yo, you're the most careful man on the planet. I can't lie. You're the most careful man on the planet. If you make Joy-Cons last a year, crazy work. I could never pull that off. Crazy work from them. But yeah, honestly, that's the only reason I put it here. If it wasn't for Joy-Con drift, the Switch would be way higher up. But yeah, all these versions, even the Switch Lite has Joy-Con drift, which that one's even worse because once the Switch Lite gets Joy-Con drift, you're done. Like, luckily, I think I honestly, the Switch Lite I think is harder to get Joy-Con drift than the regular Joy-Cons, because like let's say the Switch Lite that we have doesn't have Joy-Con drift, and I swear that's a lot. It's a lot more rare to hear about a Switch Lite that has Joy-Con drift. But if it gets it, you're done. It's over. Oh, we should have put Hall Effect sticks in that prediction list for the Switch 2 Direct. Because I know a lot of people have been asking for Hall Effect sticks. So that, it could prevent Joy-Con drift from happening. Hopefully Nintendo does that. So far, I have a controller with a Hall Effect sticks, and I can tell you right now, they're more than just a gimmick. I've had this controller for a while, and it doesn't drift. It's been pretty good. The analog stick's still, it hasn't even deteriorated at all, which is pretty nice. The only problem with this control is, because this 8-bit Do control that I have right here is a pretty good control. The problem is actually the analog triggers. This is the only problem I've had with this control, because the Switch doesn't need these. And then these start deteriorating, and then it messes up with your actual game. So you have to go on your PC and fix your deteriorating triggers, because that's what happened with this control for me. My trigger started deteriorating, but I fixed it now so that it will register any press of the trigger as a full press. So at least that's good. Oh, okay, I hit that. All right, but yeah, that's basically Switch consoles ranked. Well, the Nintendo consoles ranked off of the designs and stuff like that. Pretty chill. Just some light stuff we doing as we wait for the inevitable Switch 2 Direct. Now, almost less than 4 hours. It's literally almost less than 4 hours. It's kind of crazy. We really getting there. It started, we're starting to get closer and closer. We definitely are getting closer and closer to this inevitable Switch 2 Direct. Let me go check some stuff over here. Oh yeah, I can just put this up on stream right now. Oh yeah, let's see how my light's doing. If the battery has died on this. Nope, it hasn't. Okay, good. I gotta stretch. Because we've been sitting down for a while. Oh god. We have definitely been sitting down for a while. But you already know what it is. We're still out here. We are still doing this nonsense. Alright. Here we go. What did I just finish? That was, ranking Nintendo consoles. We just finished that. What else can we do? I guess now we could do playing the worst rated Switch games. I might as well do that. It just finished. Basically, what's next? Yeah, I'm thinking either worst rated Switch games or what else can we do? I don't think the Rivals 2 character's out yet. I think that's gonna be midday, so I'm not even sure if I could do that on stream. I want to do the Rivals 2 character, but yeah. I'd say we probably do the worst rated Switch games because I have them. I have them already. I have 3 of the worst rated Switch games that we're about to play on stream. About to play some of the hottest garbage. Because, you know, to understand the highest of highs of the console, we have to see the lowest of lows. So today, we gonna be playing that. The absolute lowest of lows that this console has had for us ever. Let's see what it's talking about. Let me go set this up. God damn. How long have I been alive? Like how long have I been live at this point? A gaming one would be good to keep you going. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's why I think I might just do the Switch one, like this, doing the worst rated Switch games. I might as well. It just it's surprising that I've been live for this long at this point. It's so crazy. God damn, let me go set this up. The only thing I'm hoping that doesn't happen is that hopefully this doesn't mess with my screen right here. Because what might happen is that when I eventually come back onto this screen, that actually it should be fine. I think it should be okay because I'm not using Wallpaper Engine now, so it should be okay. We'll see what happens, but yeah, we about to be playing some of the worst rated Switch games of the console's history. Just cause we need to understand the lowest lows of this console. It's a part of our journey here. It's a part of the journey. We need to understand it. We're gonna be playing some of the best Switch games. We're gonna be playing some of the worst Switch games. We gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, let's see. I might have to go turn on where is it? You know, at this rate, I'm just gonna straight up. I don't even care. I'll just do it like this. Alright. I'm gonna turn on the Switch and hopefully it will translate over onto the screen. Alright, did it turn on? Let's see. Nope, it has not. Which one's supposed to be the... Do I have it on here? Hold on. Ugh. Yeah, that's the... Oh, this is the video capture device. Yeah, there it is. Okay, will I be able to set this up? Will this just allow me to play this already? Damn. If I unplug and plug back in. The thing is, I think because I didn't have it plugged in, I might have to restart my OBS. if I do that. Hopefully I don't have to do that. I think I should be able to get the game capture working, hopefully. Because I do want to play those Switch games. But jeez, hey, yo, we got a couple people watching here. Yo, if you guys are liking the stream, yo, don't forget to like the stream. So we can support, support the stream. It pushes the stream to more people. Also, we are less than 4 hours away. It's almost time. Like, we're getting so close. It's getting so damn close, man. I've been live. Now, it doesn't show it on here because I had to restart stream. But I think we've been live now for like 8 hours now. A bit more than, like, I think over 8 hours. Maybe even 9 at this point. I've lost count at this point. Crazy work right now. Damn, though. I'm not sure if I could get game capture working. The game capture is not showing up. Let me see. I'm gonna use studio mode real quick. So, let me transition over here while I set this up. Okay, so I think the problem is that I didn't. Oh, wait, actually, I have an idea. I just used the camera app to turn it on, like I did with the last thing. Last time I used the camera app to turn on my stuff. I think this might work. Unless you guys want to see the ghetto setup on the Switch of just like me getting the camera to the Switch itself. Okay. Alright, let me see. Come on now. Is this gonna load? Nope. Camera app is not going to load. I guess because we have all these cameras up already. Right, just to check to see if things are still running okay. Oh no. Yo, you've got to be kidding me. Not this. Bro. You know, maybe this won't be a gameplay stream and more just and like a me doing more just like tier list stuff. Maybe we just gonna keep doing tier lists until we get this, because I don't know, man. Just why is my computer doing this? I really need to figure out why my computer is being weird, because now it's being weird again. Game stuff ain't working. It's not working again. It was working a second ago when I restarted, and now it's not working again. So I'm not sure if I could do game stuff. Cause now I'm trying to use Friday Night Funkin' to see if it works again, and yeah, now that's not even loading up anymore. Why is it doing that though? Nothing's working. I can't load up game capture. I can't load my capture card in. It's just not working. They just don't want me to play games today. Stream does not want me to play any sort of games today. I had a lot of game ideas too. I was thinking of even doing like a World of Light Nuzlocke. That was definitely a part of the plan as well. I'm gonna try a little bit. Do emulators work? I don't even think emulators are gonna work. Let me see. Hopefully they do. Let me just unplug this for now. This damn game capture. This stupid ass capture card not working. And not just the capture card, but no games at all are working. Why? Like, I don't get it. Okay, at least the search bar is doing okay. Yeah, you're doing Super Mario 64 later. Maybe just do a Let's Play. I don't even think I can load it though. I don't even think, like, the computer's being very weird. I can't load any games. Like, I try to load games and it just won't allow me. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can load it. Not even that will work. They just don't want me to play games. Pokemon Showdown? That's a possibility. The only problem is I'm absolute garbage. You know how long it's been since I've done any Pokemon battles? I'd be absolute garbage. I need to practice off stream before I start making myself look like a fool on stream. Come on now. Come on now. You know, okay. What I'm gonna try, real quick, just to see, I'm gonna try using Dolphin. If Dolphin doesn't work, then we know there's a serious issue. Okay. I loaded Dolphin up. But will I be able to load a game though? That's the problem. Let's say Sonic Heroes. Okay, Dolphin works at least. I think. Wait, no, yeah, Dolphin does work. Okay. So, alright. You guys can't see it on stream right now, but Dolphin does work for me at least. Maybe I could figure out something to do with Dolphin or something. I don't know. At least that's a good sign. But I definitely wanted to do those, the Switch games. Like, are we wolf in the streets? Damn, nah. We learn on stream, bro. I'm a pro, I got you. God damn. Maybe that might be a segment. We could see. That could be a decent segment. Let's see though. Okay, you know what? What I'm gonna really try? This is gonna be another test to see if games at all work. I'm gonna try a Steam game. You know what? And I'm gonna be playing a Steam game. I need to put the gang on to some heat. Some fire Steam games real quick. When I get home, we could play and you'll learn, gang. Don't worry. Honestly, if there's nothing else we could do, maybe that might be the thing. If nothing else, maybe we learn Pokemon battles. Because it's been so long since I've even touched Pokemon battles at all. Okay, wait, no, Steam's being a little weird, but it's acting alright, I think. Oh, maybe I could try Tekken 8. I know there's the new Tekken 8 update. I could try Tekken. Yeah, if Elgato isn't working, browser's the last Nintendo stuff. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let me see real quick if I can get this to work. This I'm gonna load up this one game. It shouldn't be too intensive, but it's also intensive enough to really see if this will actually work. Okay. The Steam work. Can I load games? Bro, what is happening? I don't think I can. Whoa, what is happening? I've never seen my PC do this. I'm telling you, I think this is mainly because of that crash that happened. Like, it was like, and I was setting up stuff, and like 2 or 3 hours before stream, my PC randomly crashed for no reason. And ever since then, it's just been doing this weird stuff. I don't know what happened. Like, it's not even allowing me to play games. God damn, after the stream, I'm still gonna have to, try to do some stuff. I haven't seen the new season of Tekken 8 yet. I was gonna do that this weekend. Yeah. I was checking out like at least some of the. I haven't got to play it, but I did see like online about some of the new moves they gave some people. It seemed like they gave Jin some nice new moves. Obviously, they nerfed him a bit because he's kind of. He does have a lot of crazy stuff, but he seems like he's still pretty decent, honestly. Especially they gave him even more new moves. He still seems like he's pretty decent. Okay, but I don't know what's happening, bro. I can't load any game. I can't load any game. I think I could try something. Because I think with how things... I think on OBS I could pause stream. I think I could pause stream and see if that works. Because maybe it's because I'm on live. I'll pause the stream and then... So it'll look like I'm lagging, but it's just because the stream's paused. I think. Because I think if I press... Yeah, end broadcast is ending it. If I press stop stream, I think it just pauses the stream. If this does stop the stream, I'll recreate the stream. Hopefully this doesn't